today's discussion is learn how to claim and embrace ownership of you and your journey in 2020. About, as you know, we climb through the hills and we deal with the valleys in life. To look at the strategic steps that we need to take to claim ownership and embrace ownership of you and your journey. We're going to chunk it out into small bits, so it's a little bit more manageable, more action oriented. Look at power. It's all about empowerment, which is the process of becoming stronger, becoming more confident, and becoming in control of your life and claiming one's rights that you have in this world. That says, okay, you can get up from where you are, or you can move forward into a different situation. Our power. Are we grasping a hold of our power, or are we just letting it just haphazardly just go by? And moving forward. We're not really focused on moving away. We're looking forward. What are the steps that we need to take to move forward? And of course, as you know, there will be some benefits, and the benefits include being able to fortify yourself that, you know what, I've made it. Despite all of these things, and as we look at history, we know that history, the part of the reason why we love the heroes, because the heroes have overcome some situations that we're like, wow, we're very impressed. So we want to be impressed with ourselves. We want to be able to move forward into a position where we are aligning our truth with the world around us. So that as we move forward too, we want to be in a stable position, and we want to be able to relax into that stability that we are making it. We have taken ownership. We have moved forward with integrity. We have kept who we are, and we've moved forward with that. Go into your power. What is your power? Your power is your truth, and we want to align your truth with your purpose and your passions. As I said before, everybody has that element within themselves that they know what gives them joy. They know that they were put on this earth to do this. And your this is different from somebody else's this. And it's different from the expectations that people have placed on you and have seen you as. You know your truth, and that's what we're going to discuss. How can we get there? Your power is about living in a mindful state. It's not by accident. We don't want to operate from a place of just convenience. We don't want to operate from a place of just doing. We want to be intentional. We want to put an intentional focus on our lives, because this is how we're going to have a commanding positive control. We're going to be able to control our thoughts, which is going to also bring us back to promoting a mindful of awareness. That doesn't make sense that I did this. This action is not going to support me being the best me that I am, right? And of course, with all of that, like, I'm here, I'm living and standing in my truth, it's going to decrease our stress level. Because this is what disease is. Your body is not at ease. So as we move forward to a mindful state, we're moving to a state of ease. We're moving to a state of, I was born to do this. I am here for this purpose. And therefore, what we want to do is we want to take strategic steps. We want to be mindful of, like, I'm standing here now, and it's because of all of these things that have happened. Maybe I was involved, maybe I wasn't involved, but I'm here. And this moment is what is the moment. And from this moment, as I look forward into the future, I'm looking forward from that vantage point of, like, I'm here. Stand in your mindfulness that this is the moment, that from this moment is what your next steps should be. So as we do that, we want to understand what our triggers are. Every time that person looks at me, I'm like, I'm going to lose it. Why? What are they doing? Right? So we need to figure out those triggers so that we don't respond automatically that way. And as I've said, I come from a position of strength. I encourage people to always go from a position of strength. We're not looking at, like, oh, if they look at me or I'm looking at them. No, we're looking at I'm moving this way. These are the things that I want to involve myself in. I'm moving towards the things I want to involve myself in. If we look towards where we want to go, those things that are negative, those things that are dragging us back, they will fall further and further back. As we take our steps to the forward, those things do drop back. So we're not looking at the back, we're not looking at our past, we're not focusing on I could have, I should have, I would have. We're looking at I'm going to, I can, I will. So that's how we're going to break through to forward, to next, and to better. From a position of strength, we want to have declarations of moving forward. And so I've written a couple on the screen. I learn, I grow, I evolve from my missteps and from my successes. There's good things that have happened that have brought me to this moment. There's some other stuff, but there's good things too. So let's move forward. I take responsibility. Okay, wasn't the best decision. Okay, I fought back. Okay, I'm going to take responsibility. And as I said in the last slide, that was a trigger. I'm not doing that again. I'm going to focus on moving forward. I'm going to focus on I hear you, but I'm moving, right? So action. I act now instead of waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, the perfect part. Is there perfect? No. There's no perfection. So I'm acting now. Now is the time that I'm moving, and that's how I'm going to be moving. How am I moving? I'm going to align myself with my truth and my purpose and my passions. I like it. I like learning. I like teaching. Let me move towards teaching. Okay, don't have a degree. I don't have the money for a degree. How can I move forward? Do I need to focus on that I don't have the money? No, I think I can focus on, okay, let me see if I can volunteer at the school. Let me see if I can work with a community organization. Let me see if I can work with the student. There are ways to get forward with your purpose and your passions that's going to work. That's going to fit all of the elements, right? So these are some of the things, as I said, we're going to adopt beliefs to next and to better, and we're declaring forward. We're declaring movement. So that's where we are at. And this was a discussion. How can we work together to make sure that our most applicable concerns, challenges, and objectives are brought forward? They're brought forward with ourselves, they're brought forward with our community, and they're brought forward in the larger organization of Canada, right? We need to make these things known. We need to say, no, it's not appropriate. This isn't lining up. How we need to move forward as a community, how we need to move forward as a individual, this is what we need. Not focusing on what we don't have, what we have, no, let's move forward. So how can we work together? I hear you, I see the impediments, I see that this might be an issue. How can we move forward? How can we move past this? What are the things we need to bring in to make this work? It can work. So maybe all of it can't work, but there's a good portion that's going to work. And when we work from that portion, maybe the other portion will come along, right? So who do we need to partner with or support to ensure that real tangible change happens? Do I need to have that conversation with that family member? Your expectations on me, they're not valid. They're not working for me. It's not working. We can't go along this way, not lining up with who I am, right? So who do we need to partner with? Who do we need to talk to? Government, hello. You guys are putting these stop Band-Aid measures, not working for me, not doing anything for me. Is what you are presenting going to bring real change? If not, why are you presenting it? Why do I need to feed into it? That's your choice if you'd like to do it this way. And which concerns do we need to address? Maybe we need to create some new policies. Okay, let me look at those other policies. That policy didn't even include the conversation around Black people. Didn't even include the conversation about immigrants, refugees, from the immigrant refugee point of view, right? It's not enough to just give me like a Band-Aid monthly account. Give me a job. Those accreditations that we've had with moving forward with the education system sounds good. Not enough. We don't have enough people hired. So what's missing in that? Is there something missing? Because you guys have been doing it for a while. I know the policy exists, but maybe there needs to be some fine-tuning of that policy. Maybe we need to revisit on what we are saying is applicable or not applicable to the Canadian government law. Who said that that's the only way, right? We need to have those conversations, and we need to be at the table to have those conversations and to bring it up from our point of view, not from that point of view. Bundles that I have, the courses based on our conversation today. Thank you for coming, listening, hearing me out, and I look forward to connecting with any of you at any point in time, and we can further those discussions. So thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Tammy. These amazing words: truth, purpose, power, passion, time management, planning, next to better. I think this was an amazing beginning. I want to thank you very much for taking time and coming on and speaking to everybody who's on tonight.
It's a lot of information to digest, and that's why I've said, when you're taking your conversations, even within yourself, break them into strategic steps, because we're just overwhelmed a lot with information, with our feelings, with the expectations, and therefore it's nice to have manageable steps.
For sure. Absolutely.
You're good. You're great. The powerful words are, you're here for a purpose, and your truth will resonate and impact everybody. So your impact, if you're impacting your family member, it's all additional. So that impacts somebody else who impacts somebody else. It's all, I can't even think of the word, but it all works together. So you're good. Your truth is needed in this world, and we need to celebrate you, and you need to celebrate and to share with us who you really are.
Amazing.
Thank you. Just have a comment, Tammy. First of all, thank you so much for your presentation. It was really wonderful and very empowering, really.
Thank you.
I think once again, Tammy, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you.
Really empowering us that we can actually live in our truth.
Yeah.
How can the community get a hold of you?
So I'm going to say tammyservices.com. I feel like that's easy. tammyservices.com. You can go on there, connect with me. My contact information is there. If you're interested in giving back, I'm a registered charity, so I do give receipts. Hills and Valleys Nonprofit. You go through the hills and the valleys of life. So Hills and Valleys Nonprofit Organization. Please feel free to reach out to me. I'm Tammy, and I would look forward to connecting with you.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Tammy, for this beautiful presentation.